other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Oakland Raiders. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a first down throw for Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Flush to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Coming off the pick 6, it's Newton. On the catch, it's Jarius Wright. A good pickup there, 26 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost
hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Maurice Hurst make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Cleveland Farrell able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Ready. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie. Check right. Get it.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice. Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Eason, he's got a man. It's Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 28 yards. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
36. Joker. Check. Lucky.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
90 Wolf. We want this. Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Delta.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
1st and 10. Down. 18 Gator. Check. 50. Christian travel. Switch up. Watch twist. Rock it.
On 1st down, it's Jenkins. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down, stopped at the Panthers' 32.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Yes. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Hey, Alpha. Let's go. Ready?
Operating from the gun. Eason. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Hunter Renfrow, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 1st and 10, Newton. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Airing it out for Olsen. This is caught inside the 15. That one good for 37 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Christian McCaffrey, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, ready?
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run right here with Jacobs. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. All day. Go.
To throw on 3rd down. Eason. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Second and 9 now from the 21.
50's a mic. 50's a mic. Great.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Max Crosby make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Maurice Hurst in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors they'd have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Blue draw Corker. Let's go, B, let's go.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
At the 36-yard line. Under 10. Hey, Haywood.
2nd and 5. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
From the gun on 3rd down. Eason, he wants it all for the end. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as score. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Max Crosby in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Throwing on second and long. Newton. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Out of the gun, Newton. He's going to look deep for more. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Matchbox lights.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Bravo.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. A very solid gain of 27. This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Protein spill. Hey, Charlie.
53 is the mic. 53. Check 53.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Eason. He's going to air one out. And that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 35. A line of scrimmage once again, the 5, as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
On the ready. Topper, topper.
You ain't got nothing. Check, 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 check. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Ready up.
54. Mike 54. Danny.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Good. Hey, Foxtrot.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
5.
From the gun on 3rd down. Eason. That's going to be... Final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Carlson now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded at the 2. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Once again, it's Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
Push him back. Push him back. Mike's 54. Mike's 50.
Hey!
Coming to you. Coming to you. 54 is Mike. 54.
Go. Now.
Throwing on third and long. Eason into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, third and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there. And
brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Newton on first down. And this is incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey, but it'll be second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Again, Newton. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Panthers. Olsen. Greg Olsen. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are back within a single score. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Eason eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be taken at the 13. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Newton throwing complete to Samuel. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's it. Big yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a Panthers 1st down, 17 yards on the play. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 36. A shotgun snap for Newton. He's going to fire one deep over them. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Jonathan Abram picks it. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Check. Smooth. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Go.
To throw on 2nd down, Eason. And that's incomplete. Well, the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Hey, Team 6. Ready?
From the gun on 3rd down. Eason got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta.
Slam. Jam.
From the gun, Eason. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Carlson now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Here's Newton. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. A gain there of 21 yards. Newton now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. Now Newton. To the right side, and he's got more complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Cleveland Farrell in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. To throw is Newton. And he's going to go down again. Cleveland Farrell, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Panthers going for it on 4th. Newton airing it out for Olsen. It is. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Come on, set. 18, Gator. Block 54. Go.
Hey, one set. Check Mike, 54. Let's go.
Back to throw. Eason. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to pull your playmakers together.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 40, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Yep.
Mike's 54. Mike's 50.
Hey, Alpha.
I got wide. 54 is Mike.
Big rip.
2nd and 14.
Tackle.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Eason. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run with Washington. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when
and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. Just one last drive here for pride.
some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And now here's another interception, picked off by Justin Simmons. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.